Sucked.
Yeah, the next thing I wanted to get into is Charlamagne the God. This is not
He's absolutely
attached
right.
to all the stuff going on that if you want to see Israel talk, go check the other pods. We've done that talk there. This is talking about Ye, though. The reason I say that. So, I mean, you really never know when Kanye's getting back into the mix of things. But this is saying that he doesn't have a devoted fan base. So I thought that would be interesting to kind of...
Charlamagne the God?
Charlamagne the God said... No, well, he said...
Kanye
That
doesn't.
Kanye doesn't?
doesn't.
That's fucking insane. Hey, what do I know?
Yeah, have you seen them on fucking anything?
I was gonna say, dude, that guy.
I'll tell you what Drake has
Oh,
that Kanye I don't think has anymore.
That guy came out as pro Hitler.
I
and
think
still
Drake
had a fan
has
base, so.
a devoted fan base for his music.
Oh yeah.
Kanye has a fan base. People like Kanye. You know, whether it's for the antics, whether it's for the sneakers, whatever else. But you might not necessarily be checking for his music.
Ain't nobody singing new Kanye.
Yeah, Drake.
Nobody know the lyrics of new Kanye.
He just
hate
did so
Andrew
much
Schultz, by the way.
to dwindle down that fan base.
But that Drake shit, bro, I remember, bro, I was doing shows at the Mothership in Austin. And Drake came on, and it was like a Drake playlist. And the comics and some of the door people there who were also comics were rapping to Drake, bro. And it was like, I mean,
Cringe fest.
it was like, it felt like I was at a Taylor Swift show. Bro, the way
Ambiguous support.
The way that he represented what they wanted to be true in either their lives or their dreams or their aspirations, bro, and they were all in unison rap. I was enjoying watching them rap, and I'm like, okay, that's different. But if you put on old Kanye, we'll do that exact same shit, bro.
That's what you know what's so interesting. He's absolutely right. I'll tell you what Drake has that Kanye.
You just hand it back to me. Yeah, so I mean, I thought this was interesting. I mean, for me, I think that this is a difference between comparing somebody who's, I don't want to say a legacy act because I think Kanye's still pretty current, but you know, he's at his Jay-Z point. You don't expect you know, people to act the same way about when Jay-Z released something as they did when he released Reasonable Doubt. And I mean, I would say even more with Kanye as far as the artistic standpoint, there's a fan base that still hungers for that, probably more than there is for Jay-Z even. As far as like Jay-Z people looking for a new Jay-Z. They might want a new verse, you know, and he comes on like the DJ Khaled shit and goes crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I thought this was not true. I don't know if you guys have any opinion on that, and I'm also curious why you specifically, like, why do you hate Andrew Schultz? I'm just curious.
Well, to answer the Kanye thing real quick, I would say he still has a pretty big fan base.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about the music. I guess maybe because I don't know when the last tape he's dropped. Was it the prayer, like the
probably
church one?
It's probably Donda, the church album. But let me check.
So I feel like, I mean, he has his market. And then as far as Andrew Schultz,
well, and he was selling out. Remember, he was doing that arena tour.
Yeah.
When he dropped Donda, so the most recent example, if that is in fact the most recent example, he had huge support.
Yeah, the one where he had like Marilyn Manson out there with him or something. I think that was pretty sick, dude.
That was wild. Well, he had like a ton of artists, like current artists. He did the thing with Drake, for fuck's sake. So for whatever reason, Drake was willing to share the stage because Kanye's clout is in that same kind of like universe.
Now that I think about it, the Kanye 50 thing was pretty crazy.
Oh,
Kanye's been around with Bush. 50. This shit was just cool, man.
And he crushed 50 on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he
had more sales or whatever.
Definitely.
I remember I was rooting for 50 in that time too.
Oh, well, especially in that time. I mean, that was before Kanye was like almost anybody, right?
Well, not necessarily.
He already had Graduation and stuff.
Okay,
dropped.
so yeah.
I think that was Graduation.
Was it?
I thought it was.
Yeah. I think, but still, he had late registration.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
He had College Dropout.
Oh, okay.
So it was the end of that trilogy, Graduation, I think. Okay. But I mean, I could be mixed up on that timeline, but I'm pretty sure he was already like pastel color Kanye, and he had the fucking shutter shades at that point. I think that was that era. Yeah. I'm trying to see. So Donda 2 might have come out. Yeah. So I don't know what was on that. So I guess I don't really remember that album. I definitely remember Donda, the first one with the just blackout cover. And that was crazy. If you were a hip hop fan, then you were anticipating that and you were aware of it. And the rollout to that was huge. He was sleeping in fucking the Atlanta Falcons Stadium, I think. So it was a huge, huge rollout to make this kind of statement. I think it's just ignoring the PR
aspect
that just happened. So he went away, and now he's like randomly seen out, but it's because he just had I mean, you might even say a public meltdown. So yeah, either way, I just thought that was interesting. But I think we all disagree on that. I wanted to, before we move on through past hip hop, the Drake album. Have you guys heard it? I want to know your guys' opinion on it.
I heard All My Dogs.
You have it? Yeah, for the dogs or for all the dogs or whatever the fuck.
I listened to maybe half of it, and I realized I didn't really like anything. And then I think I found one song like that, 8 a.m. or 4 a.m. something in Charlotte or something.
Yeah, 8 a.m.
That was okay.
Yeah,
I give him like that's okay, but I don't really like his song like where he was rapping with his son or like about it or whatever.
Yeah, he did that twice, and that was I think that's the same song. That video was 8 a.m. in Charlotte.
Was it?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm tripping then. Maybe I'm thinking of something else then, because there was one song that I was okay with in like the first half of the album, but then I stopped listening because I was just like, I'm not into this.
On the album, there's a few times where he has his son like do little like outros to songs and rap. So I don't know. It could have been something like that.
I think
that was cringy a few times.
It's the video with his hair like relaxed in the colorful. I don't know. It's a brand new video that just came out. I didn't.
He had one with Lil Yachty. I think he had the same hairstyle. It might have been that one. But well, I mean, a memorable album. I was just curious because I already reviewed it, so I was curious what your guys' opinion on. So you didn't even feel like you needed to listen to it.
Wasn't worth it.
Yeah, and then you didn't really check it out at all.
I didn't even know it came out till like a couple days ago.
God damn. Straight like that.